Hello Cancer, this is your extended reading. So how interesting the cards here and the message in them. For you Cancer, remember the question that I was asking at the beginning of the first part where I was, wondering whether the disintegration of your footprints on the sand or on this path that you're walking on, why was that, right? What was the purpose of this disintegration? Because it was so subtle, it was so soft to the point that you didn't need to leave a mark, because whether or not people would follow you afterwards, it's like for them, they would feel like it was a brand new path, like a less traveled road, right? So this is the reason why you could not leave footprints. And I feel like this is what you're doing actually. The choice, that you're making actually for just continue on your path. Do you just, it doesn't matter if others are offering you golden opportunities. It's like it's golden for them, not for you, at least not at this moment. You are in such a high level spirituality or path in this spiritual development of yours that I feel like you are trusting your own wisdom, you are trusting your own unique destiny in a sense, and you're heading the path towards this fulfillment of your own destiny that you are not. It's like you know that you're going to be provided for. You know that the resources will come full circle and they will come to you in a sense, because you're trusting your internal guidance, your spirit team. It's like you, even though the material possessions or the job offer or the house could be coming with a very like a stamp of what credibility, that's the word. That it's trustworthy, that the promises of this future job or this dream house, it's like this is a once in a lifetime thing. It's very bright, it's very unique, it's very happy, it's going to promise you everything that you ever desired, but it doesn't fit you. Why? Because the guidance that you're receiving right now, it's not about the material abundance. It's like that is going to be taken care on its own. It's almost like a consequence. You don't have to worry about it, even though you're being offered something that could be very valuable, like a house that just got in the market and it's coming through with a very good price, but you don't feel good in that house. Or this job that you went for, this interview that on the outside looking in, it feels like it's great, but when you go inside, the atmosphere is strange. It's like there's something off, right, with this opportunity, just because it's not part of your destiny. And you are so sure of this destiny that you're heading towards. Well, not heading towards, because now that I'm saying, if you feel like you are heading towards this destiny, it's also something that is distant, from you. But really, it's like you beginning this reading, this extended reading with the Wheel of Fortune. This is talking about being in your destiny by doing, by thinking, by feeling, by trusting the path that you're on right now. You are in your destiny. You don't have to go anywhere else. You don't have to make this detour. You don't have to change courses. It's like you, Cancer, are fulfilling your destiny. Your destiny is in your hands and, well, under your foot, right? Or under your feet, because you're walking it, over it, even though you're not leaving a mark, because it's like there is less carbon footprint in a sense, right? Because it's so subtle. It's like this development, this becoming more subtle. It's like your body is becoming more subtle somehow. And because this Wheel of Fortune is being followed by the Emperor, this is where I feel like the Emperor came at the bottom of the deck for the Gemini extended, so it's interesting that it's the second card here for you. And actually, the Wheel of Fortune was also there in Gemini. I just go blank after I finish the readings, but I'm pretty sure this card was also in Gemini's reading. So these two are, well, we have obviously the circular shape, right? But one is, it's like inevitable, and one is built. One is more organic somehow. What this is talking about, well, there are multiple things actually. Everything that I already talked about, you already walking your destiny. You already are fulfilling your destiny. There's nowhere to go, nothing else to reach. It's like you are already fulfilling it. That's one thing. And wherever you go next, it's like it's part of your destiny, and it is very abundant, right? We're talking about the emperor. The emperor has an empire, right? So this is nothing that you have to be concerned about. Your destiny will provide you with the prosperity that needs to keep you on going, right, through this path. So that's one thing. The second thing, it's about this, the complementary nature of something that looks like a cog. I keep on forgetting this word. Clog. The thing on the machine, right? It's something, it's coming through as the wheel inside the machine, and something that is more organic, more natural. The two of them are working together. This is what these two cards are talking about. And this is the reason why you are already fulfilling your destiny, because this is the reason why perhaps, your footprints are also disintegrating, because although you still have a physical body, it's like you are turning it into something that is more subtle, something that is more organic, something that is more natural. So if it was something, karmic, it's what I just heard. If it was something karmic, you would leave the footprint behind. But because you are turning this wheel to this more natural path, because you trust, right? You trust that you are already in this destiny. It's like you are leaving lesser marks, or the marks that you're leaving are being washed away, or they are being disintegrated. And well, now that I'm seeing the emperor, it's like it's not that they are disintegrated, it's that they are being integrated to something more natural, right? And now I'm just seeing like how there are lots of plants that climb up walls, especially if we think of phantom cities, right? If we think of ghost cities, that's the word, ghost cities. And the nature reclaiming that which was concreted by humans, right? Or was turned into something that is unnatural, right? So this is the reclaiming of nature over something that perhaps was karmic, but this is part of your destiny. And well, let's keep this card here, because it's all circular, right? It's like there is this dynamic circular move. So we have the Seven of Swords here. And so all of these swords energies for you, this is all your spirit team gathering around you, right? So while this is almost coming through as, the speedy pace at which spirit work with turning, something that was unnatural into something natural again, right? It can be sped up. It can be turned into something that is faster. But the thing is, that's the thing. You have to learn, Cancer, or we all have to learn, right? To say no to incredible opportunities that perhaps on the outside look very glamorous, very profitable, very shiny, right? Because we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is coming through as financial independence, actually, which is actually some card that came through in Gemini too, but here for you, Cancer, is coming through with another completely different message. So I don't know if you see the difference between, well, let me hold it like this. So we have the two major arcana, which are circular, also talking about, you know, this culmination, right? This, well, now it's coming through as enlacing. Enlacing, I don't even know what exactly is that. Yeah, if you know, just let me know in the comments. Enlacing, that's interesting. Okay. So perhaps it's like nature in enlacing the, well, the human non natural kind of way of doing things, right? Perhaps. Okay, so that's just a side note. Coming back to the roundness and the circular shape of these three first cards, right? The two major arcana, and then even the minor arcana in comparison to this Nine of Pentacles. And actually, this is something that was also contrasting to the Nine of Swords that we saw in the first part of your reading. So when you decide, right, after a lot of pondering and consideration and wondering if you could picture yourself in that place, in that zone, in the atmosphere with those people, you know, in that house, whatever it is, and you couldn't feel the same resonance to the path that you are already walking in. And so deciding to keep on going the way that you were already going, right, without detours, and saying no to an incredible and shiny opportunity, not only, you know, that it could be financially abundant, but it's something that, in contrast, it's like here you would only find the financial abundance, and here you can find this spiritual abundance. It's like this, well, it's the certainty that you are provided for, right, because of the Emperor. It's like by fulfilling your destiny, by continue on this this airy path, right, instead of this denser path, even though it could potentially be richer, right, on the outside looking in. It's like, for instance, if you have a job that pays less but gives you more freedom, and you receive an offer, right, that, you know, it's just like 10 times what you earn right now, you could be tempted, right? That's the reason why you were going inward. It's like it really requires your, it's like your full wise skills to go inward and learn to discern what really resonates with you, because it can be fleshy, it can be shiny, it can be a golden opportunity, something that is rare, something that is, you know, very prosperous, that it's going to give you the independence that you're looking for. But here you're going to have so much more. It's like the Emperor, it's like nothing lacks for the Emperor, right? The Emperor has it all, and most of all has it all in the most organic kind of way, in union with this more kind of unavoidable, you know, written in the stars kind of destiny, right? So whatever you are choosing between, it's so clear for you, Cancer, that this opportunity, even though financially it is very attractive, it is very interesting, for you, it's just not worth it, right? Because it doesn't match your energy. And so that's the thing. Whatever you're being presented with, you are still taking the time to consider it. It's not that you are, you know, very naively or very irresponsibly saying no straight away, right? You are taking it in. You are, you know, bringing it with you, right? After the interview, after the conversation. It's like after you receive the offer, you are taking your time to patiently see if it really resonates with you. But remember, so in the first part we saw you know, after the Hermit we had the Lovers and followed by the Nine of Swords, and here we have the well, let me do it like this. We have the Nine of Pentacles followed by the Four of Cups. So this is the distinguishing element that is crucial for you, Cancer, to know that you have to keep on going on your path, on your unique path, that even though it could be amazing, an amazing opportunity, it's just not made for you, right? Because it doesn't resonate with your heart. It has to resonate with your heart. It has to be this crystal clear mirror of your heart vibration. And it simply is not, because after this Nine of Pentacles, it's coming with the Four of Cups. So this Four of Cups is, very, it's clearly much less resonant than this Lovers, right? This Lovers, apart from being a major arcana, it's like, the two hearts in complete alignment. And this is the argument that you're using to say, no, I'll keep on doing me, right? Because whatever is being offered in this consideration that you're taking the time to do, which is very appropriate, which is very intelligent and smart and responsible, right? And adult and very wise of you, right? You are feeling inside your heart that this is too limiting, this is too square for you, right? It's just not fitting your energy, at least not now, right? Who knows in the future if something changes. But I feel like you are trailblazing this path that is connected to, well, directly connected to your own unique expression and your unique destiny that is very abundant in itself, right? It's like you don't need anything else that they could provide with, well, material or the money aspect of it, right? Because inside or in your heart, you knew that it would be too limiting. And so this is where it gets very, very cool, I should say. So remember that question in the beginning of the first part that actually I mentioned already here, where are others going to follow you? Yes, Cancer. And I feel like you are not even aware of it. Because when you decided to go and keep on going actually on this path, right, which is a path of turning things into more just more subtle energies, right? Not leaving the footprints, right? Not leaving the the very perhaps destructive marks, right? With the carbon footprints analogy that I mentioned previously. It's like when you decide to go on it, it's like you are on your own, but not exactly on your own, right? It's like you have your spirit team with you. It's just that bodily, like with your body, you feel like you are on your own. And that's okay because it's resonant to your energy. When you say no to this opportunity simply because your heart feels like it's too limiting, right? The Ten of Swords and then the Knight of Swords are coming next, right? And this Ten of Swords is, straight away when you decide that this is the path to go, there, at least another, and is this Knight of Swords this sword here, or this is like, a third person that is coming to follow you, to follow your footsteps. And it's actually like coming through as they have to be quick, right? Because your footsteps are quickly dismantling, are quickly disintegrating. So if they're not quick enough, right, it's coming through as like having to have the insight and the impulse, right, to move, because the knight moves, right? If this sword doesn't make the decision in time to follow, it's like they're going to lose track of you in a sense, Cancer. But I feel like they are following you, even though I don't feel like you know it, because you're so focused in, going your own path and doing you, right? Following your own instincts and trusting that your footsteps are being guided by the divine, right? In order to fulfill your own destiny in a way that you are provided for, right? It's like you have come full circle in a way that even though the shiniest of opportunities could come up, in front of you, and you would know that it's not fitting for you, because even though your footprints are not leaving an aggressive mark, they are still guiding others, right? In the most subtle kind of way. And I just heard genuine kind of way. So whoever they are, I feel like you're not aware of them. It's like you don't really know them, or it's like I'm not seeing you looking back. That's the thing. That's the reason why I'm saying you're not aware of them, because you're not interested in their path. It's like you are interested in just, doing you, going on your own path. But it's like perhaps this reading is here to give you this heads up, right? There are others following you, or at least, one other following you, that they're interested in keeping up with your pace, in a sense, not to lose track of this path that you are opening. So let's see, after all of that, what the astrological runes want to add as a final guidance for you, Cancer. That is such a beautiful reading. I kind of like it. It's like, it's really subtle, but also very reassuring that you are trusting your guidance. Okay, so let's see what the astrological runes want to say. Okay, yeah, okay, there's so much coming through already. So the rune that came through for you, Cancer, is Jupiter. And Jupiter is actually, the planet of good luck and actually of opportunities too. And this is talking about you knowing exactly which kinds of opportunities are for your highest good. I mean, when luck strikes, you can feel very fortunate, right? But knowing which opportunity is for you or not, it's like you can pass the opportunities that were disguised as lucky, but really they weren't meant for you. So this is talking about knowing which opportunities are made for you, are coherent with the fulfillment of your destiny. There is a lot of prosperity, right? There is a lot of abundance, right? If we think of Jupiter as the planet of expansion, it's like there is this perfect opportunity that you are going to be presented with, and perhaps you are already in it, right? That is already lucky enough, because it's already abundant enough, because it's coherent with your path, right? So learning this discernment, right, of opportunities, I feel like it's the crucial message here for you, Cancer. It's like you are, very spot on in deciding which opportunity is for you or not, and being very very sure of it, right? It's like you are following the guidance because you really know what is meant for you or not. I'm so happy for you because I'm a Cancer myself, right? So this is so stimulating and so inspiring and so self-assuring too. So yeah, I hope this resonated with you. I hope this brought insights to you. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll see you next time. Okay, Cancer, bye.